Etana's in the building, people. 718-554-8598.
You see me? Yeah, Etana, the strong one says so. Boom, shot, ninja eyes of yourself.
I'm gonna give you my favorite part of this song.
Gonna rise, a soundtrack beat. Them bad, yes, soundtrack right.
There it goes.
Irish and chin.
Soundchat beat them bad. And Soundchat rises. 718-554-8598. The phone lines are blazing already because Etana's in the building. There's, of course, so much to talk about. So the tour, right? It is a tour, 40 cities, 30 cities or so. Let's talk about that. Let's kind of have a vibe on, you know, how much you've been touring. I think you've toured Europe already. You've toured the UK already.
Yeah.
You've toured the US already. Right. Where else have you toured?
Last year we did, the last tour that we did at the end of the year, like October, November, was like 27 shows consecutively, right? We had...
No days off.
No days off. Maybe one or two. Just like this one. It's like back-to-back shows and we have like 2 or 3 days off the whole time. So it's like show every night.
How does that work, though?
It worked. Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, all the way to Sunday. It worked.
Do you get excited when it's tour time? Like, is there like, yes, I'm going to go out there?
You got to be, because by the time you reach 3 weeks in a chin, every man starts saying, yo, the girl them there. Every man want to go home.
See.
You got to be ready for it. Like, you have to be like, yes, road, meet people. And you know why? To me, it's every night the fans rejuvenate you for go to the next day. You get ready to see the fans again the next day because them show so much love. It's incredible.
How does the touring, like, you know, how do people embrace you on the road? Like, you know, is it one of those things where they're singing the songs word for word, they're lining up at the venues?
Oh yeah. They sing every song. They complain if you come off too quick. They complain if you don't do their favorite song, and they tell you to go back on the stage and sing it.
How long is the performances every night?
Some 30, some 45, and then the shows that I have on by myself is an hour and a half.
And sometimes encores too, right? Sometimes
yeah, so you can go up to 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right? And you know, merchandise and stuff is on the road.
Sell every night, every day.
Every night. I know that's now a big part of the touring thing, selling merchandise.
It is. Yo, the first time that I went on the road with other white bands, I carry my merchandise in one little suitcase in a chain. Like, we feel like we had to do something in one little suitcase that we carry it, you know. So the man them come in with some crate, you know, some big black things, and them just roll them in. So I say, I want them there.
Ban equipment.
And so the man them go so bap and roll out table and put up everything. You think you just walk in one shop. That's what I saw when I first got on the road with them. And then I realized, oh my God, I gotta catch up. And so
you're learning from on the road at the same time.
Oh yeah. I mean, I learned a lot now. I'm much more prepared now than before. Like, I had to catch up to these. I'm still not catch up all the way. You know, like, I'm still getting there. Them people that walk with them own lighting, them walk with them own stage, them walk with everything.
Now let's keep it real, because you are one of those people that talk your mind, just like us here at Soundchat, right?
Yeah.
Is there a difference with touring on the quote like, you know, Caribbean scene, and then touring like the tour that you're on all over California and all over some of the states? Like, is there a different approach? Is there a different...
There's a different everything.
Different business, different...
I say different business altogether. When you said different business altogether, it's like Caribbean people, I learned that we are in a box by ourselves, just sitting there. Because them people are over here to do the thing 100% different. Like, when you go up on the road, I mean, I wish you could be there to see it with me, and your mouth would drop. You would definitely be like shocked to see how it really works. It's nothing like we're used to in the Caribbean market. It's nothing. It's absolutely opposite.
And this would be because no one really merches in the Caribbean markets either. You hardly see artists go on tour in the Caribbean communities, and it's probably because the Caribbean people would say, "Yo, me just pay $50 for coming here, I'm not buying a T-shirt." You know what I mean? That's probably what it is. Truth be told,
can't afford it.
It's not even can't afford it. Them no one get the artist too much.
No, but
I just paid you $50 to get in here.
Right, and that they saved up that money because they wanted to see the show, but they're not thinking long term of, I might need to buy a little something when I'm there besides a snack and a drink.
I'm kind of with Chin on this one. I'm just no one put out no more for the artist.
No one get
I'm not gonna say, oh.
But you know what though? To be honest, right? I've been on the road for 3 weeks now, and when I saw 3 black people in the back of the venue, right? So I didn't want to pass them. I couldn't pass them. Come here and say, yo, I'm not going to hear them, you know? So I walked over there and I was like, hi. And then they'd shock for me walk over to them, you know? So you know the patois just broke out.
Right. So they were Jamaicans.
They were Jamaicans. They were like, yo, Mr. come catch the NA show and blah, blah, blah. We were talking. And they took pictures and they bought stuff because they didn't see the whole show, but they bought stuff. They bought the CD and stuff. But we, like, the Caribbean crowd is not a lot until we get to like Boston, Philadelphia.
The regular areas.
The regular Caribbean market.
The regular
like,
Caribbean
otherwise, over there, so it's like a lot of white people, a lot of Hawaiians.
And this is the thing. The reason why I wanted to kick off with even having this conversation before we got to, you know, your new material and everything else that you're doing is because we spoke about it here at Sound Chat Radio, and I think people have this misconception about touring, right? And they have this misconception about, you know, how much money and time and effort and planning and stuff goes into actually artists moving about.
That's a whole world that they wouldn't get unless you're in it. Like, you have to, yeah.
So I would,
and that's something easily explained, you know.
And I would think this is where the whole anger came off when, you know, the big check. We
the $5,000 check. We don't look at it as no big check. Yeah. When you talk to me, you don't say that.
Well, I'm getting there. I'm getting there, right? But I think this is. I don't
mean to start. Do I sound cross? I don't want to sound cross.
No.
Okay.
This is. I know that, you know, people saw the whole, you know, the government, you know, awarding you with this check, and all of a sudden, why does Etana need that? What do you mean Etana go up on tour? Etana them can't pay for them own tour. So why the promoter them now pay for it? Why we must give our established artists that type of money there?
Because they think that it's actually tax money that they're working for and paying. It's not from a tax, from people. It's not from tax money.
Right. It's not.
No. It's for tourism and for the promotion of Jamaica. Remember, the ministry that we're talking about is the Ministry of Sports, Entertainment, Culture, and Gender. Each ministry has their own budget for their own purposes.
Right.
And it's just like, say, for example, this apple juice right here, Apple and Eve, right? Apple and Eve. Apple and Eve want to promote them brand. An artist is going on a tour, 32 cities, 32 shows long. I can't afford to wrap the artist boss, because that's going to cost me more and maybe that's not effective. But if I could get the artist to say on the show, every show, drink Apple and Eve, and I could pay a little bit of money to get that done, that's a lot of promotion for a little bit.
Right.
The difference is them I say, oh, but you don't need money for promote Jamaica. No. But and at the end of the day, a member on the board said to me, Etana, we think that you would be a good brand ambassador because you're going on a tour. I think you should do this application. I never know about it neither. Most them tell me. Right. So I applied for it, did the process what them tell me for do, and gave it back to them. And they came back and said, okay, right now, to be honest, this tour is coming up at the end of the budget year. Meaning we don't spend a whole lot of money already.
Regular story.
At the end of the budget year, that's what them say. And this is what we have. A message. Right now, Minister Babs Green can't tell me anything. Jamaica is behind the music. Me no business how much money. It's not even about the money. It's the fact that she's willing, or they are willing, to have a female on board promoting Jamaica, and the world is going to see and know that, okay, Jamaica is in alignment with reggae music. That's important, because at the end of the day, these and listen, when I say white boys and black boys, I say white boys because they white. Okay, I'm not prejudiced in any way. So get that out the way. It's nothing negative. It's just what it is. All right. So when these white boys go out on the road, they don't start off on the road using money with them hustle or whatever. They use them family money or sponsors from different brands, like maybe a mic company or a phone company or something. Them get some kind of money, then put it together, and they go out on the road. A Jamaican artist will say, okay, I want my deposit to come on this tour. A white band will say, I don't want a deposit. Just give me the door and we will work it out. Because eventually what they're getting to is being independent and having a venue, being able to tell a venue, look, I don't want your money. I'm taking your venue. I'll give you 10% or 15% of the door. We don't want your money. We will give you.
So, in fact, you can't pay we.
Right.
What they're
That's
saying.
what it must have, but
Yeah.
they have to build to that.
Right.
That's what touring is.
Right. You can't pay us, but here's what. We will give you, we will help you out. We'll stop on the tour at your venue.
Right.
And with us stopping in your club and branding your club that we're there, we're going to give you 10%.
And we're going to give you 10%.
And the
Jamaicans
clubs
on
is
the
like,
other hand,
yes.
Jamaicans on the other hand will say, we want a deposit because our expenses are high.
Right.
So you have to pay a deposit and you have to pay us. But the problem is when you get to a certain point on the road now, years past now, you're still at that low money that they're giving you or whatever you agreed to take at the time. When them white boy, they're just walking at the venue and them gone with how much $1,000, like they cashing in.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something that you have to build to.
And
that's
also,
what touring is about at the end of the day. Like I told you the end in the nutshell.
And also, people, 718-554-8598. I see the phone lines ringing. I'm going to open them up in a few minutes, right? But at the end of the day, too, and I've never been on the road with the white bands, right? And a lot of them are really, really good. But it's not about brand Jamaica at all with them.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah,
you know,
it's not.
So you guys got to understand this. It's not about brand Jamaica. You know what it's about? It's about reggae. And it's about their version of reggae.
No, hold on. Say that again and say it slow. It's about their version of
reggae.
Reggae.
That's what it is. So I would see, and I'm not saying this because of my relationship with Etana, but sometimes, you know my slogan, people, put it all out on the table.
You're not biased.
You're
not biased
I can see where Jamaica Ninja would want to get some type of
some kind of branding.
Some type of branding, some type of person out there that is representing Jamaica that's established, because these people are representing their version of reggae. You understand what I'm saying, Church?
You know, you have to be established, you know, because you being established mean that your numbers, you will have enough people in that venue to say, not only I'm Jamaican and I'm from Kingston, Jamaica, which is what me always say, but they want to encourage you to always say, come to Jamaica. Not just I'm Jamaican and I'm from Kingston, Jamaica. They want you to say, come to Jamaica.
And stick a pin. Phone lines are blazing. Treasure wants to say something.
I got a question,
my thing is that I honestly don't think, and I'm not saying this to be bad, to be mean or anything. It's just that the agenda of some of these other groups are different. Right? So there's no come to Jamaica message in their music or their performance, because they're not from Jamaica. They're inspired by Jamaican music, but they may be saying, come to California. They may be saying, come to Hawaii, but it's not a come to Jamaica.
Come to Chico.
You know what I mean?
As an artist, you don't have to say come to Jamaica. You come from Jamaica, you don't have to say come to Jamaica. You don't have to say that.
Right.
You need to promote your music. That's what you're there to do. Promote your music and your brand. You don't have to say come to Jamaica.
718-554-8598.
Question. I was just listening to you talking, and you mentioned that you have to be an established artist. Do you know, were you privy to knowing any of the other candidates that might have been in for the opportunity of getting the grant?
When the whole...
Because I know you said they reached out to you. Was there anyone else? Was it?
There's
did they
two
just
things
see
I want to
we
say.
like Etana, we want to go with
I'm going to
Etana?
answer that, but I'm going to say one thing before I answer the question. The one thing is that when it was posted on the paper, it says Etana got a tour support.
Right.
In other words, Etana just getting money for go up on tour.
Right.
That's what it said. And really and truly, that was just to get the attention of the people.
It was
basically, it was wrong the way they put it out there. It should have just said Etana is a brand ambassador for Jamaica and then explain what the program is about. Then the people would have understood. But they didn't get that part. And then you have another, an old DJ, like a old DJ man named Clinton Lindsay, who posted something that says Etana got help. And him in the music business, well, he's not in music business. He's on radio. So him don't know.
That's music business.
Right. No, but it's different. It's different. Music business, a road, and everything else that Chin just talked about.
Yeah, okay.
That he know of, but clearly he doesn't know because he said I got help. So him not understand marketing either. And the way that they put it out there to gain attention and traction to fit them page and whatever, of course, getting people them upset because they don't understand what, like everybody is like, okay, so what are you saying? Like, okay, so why she get it then? Because they don't understand. You can't put a brand, a title like that and expect that people are going to just say,
because
okay.
then
So it's like they gave you a job and
it's like
compensation for the job.
Etana was going on tour, and this is how it's probably being swallowed by the masses that has read it, right? Etana's going on tour.
And she get money for
help.
go.
She needed help. So the government of Jamaica helped her.
Right,
So
got
people are now going to say, what the hell?
Why?
Not
would
that
Etana get help?
Etana has this new position, and with that position comes these other
Requirements
entities of things
So
that
what
we need
it-
her
what
to be.
Etana-
And yes,
kinda-
there are other artists, but guess what? No, I'm not calling nobody name.
But
It's
there
like
were
on
oth-
my
there were other-
It's been going on for 4 years. And me, when they asked me about it, I said to myself, I said, this is my heat. I'm gonna take it and deal with it. But not call nobody else's name. If them want to about for them thing, them can do that. But I purposely chose not to call them name. You see me?
Right,
Other
see-
artists got it. I know
No,
some
not
of
who
the
didn't get. I'm
artists.
saying this year when they reached out to you, were there any other artists that they had
Well,
up
she
on
wouldn't
as
know
an
who-
option?
she
Or you
wouldn't
were
I
know.
privy
know
to know?
they wouldn't tell me that.
718-554-8598. Etana's in the building. We're clearing up some stuff. Again, and we're going to talk about some new music that she has coming out. She's touring and giving us, her whole, perspective of touring as a woman and out there representing the brand Jamaica, brand reggae. 718-554-8598. Let me go to the phone lines real quick. Caller, you're live. Caller, you're live. Caller, you're live.
Yeah, Black Girls Rock. Good evening, Sin. Good evening. No, no. Let me change that. Black Girls Rock. Good evening, Miss Shauna Mackenzie, Etana.
Good evening.
Brother, government, you go.
Man doing work.
Wow.
Because I'm definitely a contributor to.
Turn down your radio, Mr.
to-
Sinclair. Turn down
to
what you're
sound
listening
track.
to. Turn on what you're listening to in the background.
All right. Let me turn it down because I'm doing my homework. Yeah, let me do my homework. Let me say good evening again, and me say good evening to Mr. Chin. Don't come to LaGuardia anymore. Come to Kennedy. All right, Ninja.
Yes, sir.
You're coming late to the Ninja, so don't behave like say you because I'm in the studio right now, Ninja, so I can't say everything.
Okay, sir.
Joe. Good evening, Joe.
Yes,
Love
sir.
the red top. They don't know, but you look like you want to be seen today. Mr. Tanner, let me say to you, Shauna Mackenzie. By the way, my family name is Mackenzie. So when I went through my paperwork and I saw Shauna Mackenzie, it got me excited.
Okay.
Lady Treasure.
Yes. Good night.
And let me say a very good evening to you because as Women's Month is this month.
Yes, it is.
And come March 8th is International Women's Month. So let the women that is the ladies are in the house right now. More send enough love to the woman them in the house and let them know say Black Girls rock.
That's right,
right.
Mr. Sinclair.
Well, Mr. Tanner, I'm very happy that you are there because you clarified some stuff that goes out on social network and people just turn to this whichever way they want to turn it. So you brought some clarification to it, and I'm so happy. Yeah, well, Mr. Treasure, I see you waving, so that's good waving there. But I'm very happy that you clarified it, and I'm sure that everyone who's listening is going to feel much better now hearing it from you and what it referred to.
And Mr. Sinclair, I think this is the best platform for her to even explain herself on because we're reaching out to so much people across the world. You know what I mean? What it sounds like to me now is a business arrangement between Etana and the Minister of Entertainment and Culture in Jamaica. It's an endorsement. You know what I mean? And I think that's the only way to define it.
Well, I'm very happy to hear that you made that statement too, and I must say, Mr. Tanner, that my wife saw you in concert years ago, and she is in love with your music. So
Big ups
the
to your
Sinclair
wife.
family love your music 100%. And whenever you said Jamaica, me say Kingston, Jamaica, same way too. That's where I come from, me say Kingston, Jamaica. All right, so I want to spread love to each and every one. And Chin, wonderful program, but years ago, we didn't get an opportunity to be inside the studio like I am right now. So I'm going to appreciate it, and I'm going to send love out to each and every one. Etana, best of luck for this month, and before I go, make sure that Lady Treasure go around the turntable.
Okay.
All right, we'll get to our own there.
Promise.
I promise. 718-554-8598. It is Women's Month, as Mr. Sinclair just said. Etana's in the building. Lady Treasure, of course, is in the building. We're shooting questions at Etana. Those of you who want to speak to her, it's the best time to speak to her now. You know what I mean? You guys been on social media talking a bunch of this and that,
I'm glad
giving your opinions.
Because I definitely was I was one of the people on board like, no, Etana don't need 5. She don't need no money. She needs to give back. No, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and act like I didn't say. Yeah, because the
Treasure, you did say that.
I did say that. I'm not afraid to say that. She's right here. It's better that we can clarify it now. And it sounds a little bit different now that you say, okay, I'm a brand ambassador. So in my mind, it resonates as I'm a brand ambassador. I have this job, and there's things that come along with this job. To help me compensate me get along. That's how I'm taking it.
It's a small amount, right?
But it's
and when it came, it's not about. It wasn't, and it still isn't about the money. For me, it's about the world seeing, because it is said and it has been said. I'll say it's a Jamaican government in busy with music.
Right.
So to see them and to know that they even have a program like this, I think it's a good thing that they're actually behind the music.
Yeah, it is definitely good.
I would like to think that they are, and they're making strides to make it better.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, though, about like people who said that, you know, people who acknowledged that the program was going on for a while, but said that it shouldn't have been publicized, like you shouldn't be in the paper with a check and so forth. It should have just been a contribution or whatever arrangement and keeping it quiet.
Keeping it quiet.
Because, you know, unfortunately for you, it became a little bit political as well, because the other party who pretty much started the program threw shots that the current parties
should not have publicized
it because they didn't publicize it. They were just helping. But, you know, one might say, well, it's something that people needed to see was happening.
Well, okay. So at the end of the day, they were excited because they're saying we've been doing this for so long, and we've never supported a female before.
Right.
Like we never had a female on board as ambassador, and this is a good thing to have you be that female. And they were happy about it. But what I think they should have had more control over is how it was stated.
Mm-hmm. It was sent out.
The way the communication it's not a matter of I mean, I'm not embarrassed in any way to be an ambassador of Jamaica. And I'm not embarrassed in any way to say, yeah, man, they had $5,000 and that's all they had. But me never care about that still. Because my per diem alone, just to buy food for the band every day, is $8,930 for the tour. That's just food. That don't really cover my expenses. That you know what I'm saying?
No hotel, no, that's food.
That's just food for $8,000, $9,000, right? So when you say $5,000, a lot of people may say, "Oh, that's a lot of money if you count Jamaican dollars." But if you out here like me spending US. Me not have to tell him my bill when I don't tell you that. You scratch your head.
And to be honest with you, because we have the privilege of touring.
Yes, right.
Like
I've put together tours.
Gas alone can cost
if it's a
$5,000
or a car.
Compared to
$9,000 for gas.
$9,000.
Yes,
I think that the pushback that came along with it was how it was communicated. But B, I think what do you say to the naysayers who say Jamaica's in such a state right now? How do we have this money to even allocate to anything besides school, crime? Like, what do you say to those naysayers?
There are different ministries for everything.
Right.
There is Ministry of Education. There is National Security. There is Ministry of Health. Mm-hmm. And all of these people have different budgets allocated for different things.
Right.
Mm. The Ministry of Entertainment and Sports and Gender has nothing to do with the Ministry of Health, or education, or security of the country. They all have them different monies. And not to mention that the Ministry of National Security also get money from different foreign countries to, fix the crime in the country as well.
Really?
So that, of course, other countries give them free money to do this. Yes, they get money to do it.
Etana's in the building,
they get sponsored. I mean, the Ministry of Education also get money from other places too. So everybody have them different budget for different things. Unless everybody will have a problem, because other artists are going to apply now. You think they're not going to do it?
Of course they're
going to go now. Mm-hmm. Definitely they're going to go now.
Yeah, now that it's been in the paper, now that everybody knows that this money is here.
That's the purpose. She said she wants people to get involved. She wants them to know.
Do you think it just happened that
I'm the person that they use to make everybody know?
I think the problem was...
I'm not embarrassed.
Whoever did the job before wasn't doing a good job. I don't even know who they were.
The headline was just too sensational. That's exactly what they were trying to do.
Sell the paper. Exactly.
Because anybody will have any kind of sense knows a $5,000 can't carry nobody to go nowhere.
No way. Exactly.
So what was the uproar?
Now, I think they're saying is that Etana Etana a big artist. What she need money for?
But it's not about the money for me.
No, but they don't understand that what the whole chemistry is. To them, they must say, 5 grand to Etana. Etana told the world how long now. We get money.
But
It's not about money. It's not about
Etana
the money.
have money, but they're not saying that, thinking that, well, we are give her the money. Maybe to
But
brand.
she has to do this.
Yeah, I mean, to do what she have to do.
Yeah.
Brand the country, brand the reggae, whatever it is. Them
Carry
not think
reggae,
that.
carry Jamaica
Their
with
mind
them.
is just the money and who it got to. Because I guarantee if it was an artist with no name who just starting out, where need help, I say, well, you know, say, is a, you know, him a little future come, we help him.
Yeah, but how does he promote Jamaica though?
Because he can't fill the venues yet.
Yeah.
You know, that's what that's what I'm thinking.
But they're not thinking that.
Because the people don't know the actual arrangement.
Right.
Getting
So
a buy
they're
for their
saying,
buck.
don't give the money to Etana. It should go to artists who are not established yet.
Right.
But the agenda that the ministry has to be for established artists,
People
because
who can pull a
people
crowd.
who are just a try a thing and just a come out foreign fair look, they're going to be performing to 200 capacity crowds. And that's
Or
not
less.
the agenda, or less, and that's not the agenda. 718-554-8598 is that number in studio. Etana's in the building. People, turn up your radios loud. We're gonna talk about some new music. You guys can call in, and you know, Etana name come up a lot,
A lot around here.
a lot. You know what I mean? So we can talk about it today. She's gonna hang out with us, of course, and we're gonna celebrate Women's Month as Mr. Sinclair just said, and also get familiar with some of her new music.
Can I say something? Why they probably be mad at Etana again?
Okay.
Because is it because she was talking about the number 45?
We didn't get to that yet.
The number of 45?
That was that was the other thing that people were upset about. It was like she endorsed Trump, but I don't know. Since you're here, you can actually explain to them because I saw the interview, and who knows? I know production interviews can get cut up. You're here, you can tell them exactly what's your thoughts of what you actually said in the interview. I know it wasn't about you. I don't think you particularly said Trump, but you can tell them yourself.
I don't know if I'm going to go all the way.
Give them a brief synopsis
of
what you said in that interview.
Because I think I've said
because
it
it's infamous. It's infamous for you.
And yeah, but you know what? I'm to the point now where I feel like I just don't want to explain it anymore. Like I've done it enough. Like there's Google, you can Google it. But at the end of the day, like in 2016, I spent the whole year touring.
Right.
And in that time, I was also pregnant the whole time when I tour. Nobody knew that though because I hid it. Because I wore a pair of big clothes and nobody knew. So at the end of the day, no. When the tour done and I went to Jamaica and I thought, them time, I don't know, so there's a black and white war going on the internet. I don't know none of them something. I did not know. This is how clueless I was. I did not know there was a black and white war going on social media. Una know that. Like, I didn't know that. And there's a lot going on at the time. I never know. The only thing when I say is that there's some money I say I'm going to keep the country safe. My lady that says she go fix the whole prison thing that she did or whatever. Mm-hmm. But in my mind, a lot of people were dying. Black men are dead in the streets in America, right? And I was so angry and so emotional. And when every time it would happen, the president will come and say, I send my condolences to the family. Like, I just want to go in at the TV and just fight him. I'm like, why don't you just do something like fix it? Like,
and that was a bomb
fix
at the
them.
time.
Yeah. I was like, fix them. Like, go into the police department, set in some training thing, do something, let us see that you're doing something, And I was so angry. And then when we reach Jamaica now, it's a whole nother ball game, like a whole heap of things I saw wrong. You'd have say accidents and people that throw people in a car and them something. And I'm saying, look, when are we going to get to the point where we can get ambulance and where minimum wage and a $5,000? You hear a number, when we just say, well, I have a $5,000. Does it ring a bell, $5,000? When we say minimum wage should not be $5,000. Let me say it again. I said minimum wage should not be $5,000. There's a reason why I repeat that so much time. But anyways, I said a lot of things at that time and it pissed off a lot of people because at the end of the day, you have your money, you live which part you live, water on your place. Why are you talking? You need to just not say nothing. And that is the thing, from it not affect you not to talk, as if you talking in a trouble. So it was a lot of things that I said at that time, and then me never know again that there was an election coming up, like I was on the heels of an election in Jamaica talking all of that. made it in a whole heap of hot water and just never know when. I didn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, okay, this man saying I'm gonna bring jobs, I'm gonna take care of the country or whatever. Yeah, but guess what? I did not do my research. Aren't we all a lot guilty of not doing our research before we open a big mouth and talk? Well, I did open my mouth and me chat a whole heap of things, but just chat.
But these were things that you felt.
I was angry. I was so angry, so emotional, and you know, I have a big heart and I feel like I can save the whole world. And it took me a minute to realize, like, yo, you're just you. You can't go against them people, and them people control the whole thing. What are you doing? You know? Right. But it took me a while to learn that. So I'm to that point now in my life. But yeah, I did open up my mouth and chat some whole heap of things, and I'm going to say I vote for Trump in the most way, thinking that I knew what I was saying. Never know everything.
You were just going off of the policies that you had heard.
Everything what me think me know.
Okay.
At the time.
Okay.
Right? But one time after everything I know, and people start sending me a whole heap of things, and I say, yo, did you know this? Etana, how could you say that? Did you?
Like, oh.
Me not take things personal enough. Because some people wild me up in the wickedest way. But I'm the type of person like this. You can cuss me wicked enough. But guess what I'm going to pay attention to? The reason why you're cussing me. And I talk a lot of things that I didn't know. So what? Enough how we do it.
Right.
At the end of the day, does it make me any worse than any one of you? No.
Okay.
718-554-8598. Etana's in the building. She has some new music. She's on this mega, city tour. And we're just trying to clear up some stuff as we also celebrate, Etana's new music. We celebrate Women's Month. And, here's the thing. And again, I don't want to be that person that everyone says, oh, you guys, you only take up for Etana or this and that, right? Here's a situation that I feel, right? Sometimes we don't like to face the truth. And in our music industry, we pick who we want to hear the truth from. Mm-hmm. That's it. So if you have not excelled to be someone that we feel should talk, because Treasure, there's artists in our industry that can say whatever they want, when they want, and they don't get the type of backlash that an Etana might get, or somebody
a woman
else.
or a female gets,
right?
Because the man them can kill people, them can. I'm not born a murderer, and I guess so. I love everybody just the same. I love people unconditionally. I love every thief, every prostitute, every murderer, everybody. I love them just the same. However, I'm saying in the context of the conversation, when it comes to music and reggae music in a Jamaica, the man them can do anything with them want. Kill people, rape people, take drugs, do anything, and them still get praise. Let a female just for 1 minute fall out. All if you're really good for the whole time in a music, fall off of the chalk line one time, and them ready for stone you.
But some of the stuff that you said, you really felt passionate.
I was emotional and very passionate about it.
Let me say it, you were hormonal too. Let me be the one to say it.
That too. No, I mean, yeah, that too.
But the minimum wage, let's talk about that. The minimum wage in Jamaica, $5,000, does need to be changed. So it's not like it was something that you said.
No, them going on my skin feet. Oh, you mean? Some people cuss and say, yo, you don't think we broke down about no Wales? We're not broke down no Wales. And let me tell you this. Chin, enough people where I talk about in a Jamaica face it like when me face. I get requests every day. I'm responsible for a lot of people. And I don't have to say in which way I'm not brag about the good with me do, because that's between me and God and nobody else. That's why I don't publicize the things I do. I do them because I think it's my duty to do them. Right? But at the end of the day, I get requests every day. And when me ask, some baby mother will walk up to me and say, say, me never give you nothing. One lady said to me, say, Etana, say, me never give you nothing for put on in a young girl. Mm-hmm. Me never give you nothing for put on, but me have 3 pitney. I'm want to see what you can do for me. I want me think about them people and them I get $5,000 for the week. Chin. When me broke $5,000 in a Jamaica, that have a buy gas and lunch, that's it. It done. And when me talk about them things, it's because I face them every day talking to people in the streets when they come to me with requests.
Where are you originally from in Jamaica?
Augustown.
So you're a ghetto person?
Yeah, I'm not afraid to talk. Yes, every day, all day.
And would that have something to do with how passionate you are about some of the conditions that the poor people face in Jamaica?
Yes, because I face it every day. Every day. I live in it, see it. I've seen everything that you can think of, and it get me so emotional sometimes. Like, I'm not going to share the story then because I'm going to ball. To be honest, I'm going to cry. So I'm not going to talk about them, but I get emotional because I'm face it. I have to see it every day.
718-554-8598. The phone lines are ringing. Etana, the strong one, is in the building representing women. Call your live. Call your live. Call your live.
Tim.
Yes, I.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
All right, cool. So, I'm no selector, but 5 gospel tunes. I'm going to start off with Garner Folk, the prayer. Go to the Butcher prayer. Go to Luciana. God, give me strength to face another day. Go to Margaret Heritage, Long by the River. Last one, I'm going to end it off with another Garner Folk, which I don't know the name of the song. But all in all, that mystery round was the best thing for me, especially Mystic Brown when he played that 45, that Panhead. That thing gave me so much goosebumps when I heard it. It was just right on time for me.
All right. Respect to all sound people locked in. Later on in the show, we'll start talking about some more sound men stuff as well, and the fact that we're just coming from the Canada Rumble. I know a lot of you are extremely excited about the Rumble Series 2018 kicking off. The next stop, of course, is Antigua, March 31st. Easter weekend, we celebrate Sound Clash in Antigua for the Caribbean Rumble. 7 sounds, 6 islands, and that's going to be a Zuba-wooski. But right now, we are speaking to Etana the Strong One. And Etana, since he started, speaking about Clash and so forth, how much do you love doing dub plates? Because I know when I first met you, you used to hate it.
I used to.
Do you still hate it, or do you enjoy
Until
it
some
now?
people call me and bun me out and say, we have to deal with it. Yeah, so I do them.
You do them and you enjoy, and you got good at them over a period of time. Because once upon a time, we had to come to you with the lyrics, and now
coach me, no?
now you're making the lyrics
Naturally.
Yeah, and Ninja, I don't know if you remember, we were like one of the very first few people.
I talk to Etana no more, because when I get no more dub play from Etana, look like she get to a point where she never really need to do dub play.
Ninja, do not say that on the mic. Ninja, Ninja, don't say
we are
that.
putting it on the table.
Dubs for you. Ninja,
we are putting on the table. You know what I mean?
But hey, you know what? I have one song for you. All right, cool.
Man.
Listen, fact, people. Fact. This is not something that I'm saying and Etana's going to take up for me because she's here, right? Mighty Crown was probably not, if not the first, one of the first to vice Etana on dub.
True that.
I remember like yesterday.
We were going to Canada.
We were going, you remember we were going to Canada, right?
And you have to write it and tell me off sing it.
Yes. We'll be back after the break. The Strong One's in the building, and we got some more good music to give you guys. August Town. Etana, what's your favorite song? Your favorite song to sing? I know that must be hard, but what's your favorite?
Really hard.
What's the song that gives you, butterflies and goosebumps and emotions every time you perform? Or is there a few?
There's a few.
Give me, which ones?
Like I Rise and How Long and Free and I'm Not Afraid and wow.
Any love song that make you feel good?
Love song. The song Love Song.
Oh, yeah? Make you feel nice.
Even though you broke my heart and I lay here in the dark, tears rolling down my face, flowing from my heart. I will never leave your side, ride or die, right here till the end, my lover, my friend.
You know, I listen to your catalog for a while now. You're singing all up a love song, but all up a break art song. How much can your art get broke? Cause you look like you're singing for them broke
She
art
loves the
songs.
lovey-dovey thing.
You know what?
Don't let me start.
No, she loves the lovey-dovey. But
Chin cussed me all the while for love songs. He don't like love songs.
She sing all up a, you break my heart, you leave me
I lie.
When if you know how much time your art get
so
broke,
wicked.
Etana.
Oh God, you're wicked.
Because, you know, sometimes they say
alright, so what about when a man love a woman and a woman
No,
love
a different.
Alright,
Warrior love.
wait, what about don't you tell me you love me, baby?
Yeah.
You see how you blow it away?
But you know, they say
No. Give me a little piece of the warrior love. The warrior love. Give me a little piece of the warrior love.
I'm your queen. You're the king beside of me. You're my strength. You are here to guide. You want some ninja in here?
You know the song.
Yes, you're ninja.
I'm a song that, you know. I'm a song that.
Them song there. So these songs make you quiver.
I thought you would have said Roots.
Roots too. How Long is one of them that don't often get played, but it's a really roots song, which means a lot to me. And yeah, and I do songs like them because them really, you know, they mean a lot to me.
What song means the most to you? Like the words, you know, when you wrote that song, you were really feeling every word that went on the paper.
Wow. But remember, me write the song them.
Yeah, so which one?
I write most of them.
Or if you heard one of them and, you know, maybe someone came to you and said, Etana, sing this because this sounds bad. And you say, yo, this? And you're recording it and you really feeling it. It brings out all the emotions. If not your favorite, you know, which one of the few that really made you feel this thing when you were recording it?
I would have to say Recent. If I was supposed to go to Recent, I would go for like Free Part 2 or I Rise.
I Rise.
Because I remember when I was going through like one of the hardest moments in my life, like after touring for 3 years, realizing that I've toured for 3 years on an album. We had toured so hard that when I realized, say, it's been 3 years. And then when I got there and was ready to do an album, it was a whole heap of toss up and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And then I just realized that I had to do it by myself. And whole heap of things. So when I write songs like I Rise,
right,
it's because I literally get up in the morning and say, you know something, my girl, you've been through a lot. But the point is, you're here and you can make today or tomorrow better than it was yesterday.
Right.
And so I wrote the song I Rise.
We had Cargo in the building like a few weeks ago, and he said something interesting that sometimes for some artists there are obstacles that kind of hold you back, you know, and are there to try and hold you back. Do you feel that is also true as well? And could I Rise speak of those kind of obstacles that you have to dodge and jump over?
Boy, obstacles to me sometimes is more like people in the industry.
Yes,
who,
that's what he was speaking.
For example, feel like, you know, you actually need them, and because you didn't use them or because you never work with them, you know. They won't give you the endorsement.
Yeah.
Or them block you, know. They block you indirectly.
Gatekeepers.
Call them gatekeepers, right? Yeah,
they are.
Yeah.
There are such things as gatekeepers.
Yeah, man, and you have them feel like say you have to do certain things to get to where you need to go, and if you don't do it, them kind of block you in different ways, and you would hear like down the road say, you know what that man did say, right?
And you realize that's why that show, you never get the call for that show.
That's why this never happened. But then you go around them same way, and the bigger than way, them they block you far.
Do you feel like, you know, you did it your way and you're satisfied with how you did it?
There are some things that I wish I had listened to along the way. And sometimes I wish I wasn't so hot-headed too, because you know that part of me too, like at that time, back then. When you live in Jamaica for a long time, you feel like you have to fight for everything. You have to fight. Even when nothing to do for fight, but you just a fight because you just gotta fight.
You
have to fight, you know? And then when you walk away from it, you realize, say, yo, you know, say, you really didn't need to fight. It was being done.
So leaving Jamaica helped you?
It helped me to relax and to focus in the right direction. I spent a lot of time fighting different people for different things and just constantly fighting. Like when you look by yourself, like when you leave and you look by yourself in the mirror, I said, Jano, look at you. You fought so much that almost so much of you is gone. Like you have to now put it back together. Yeah.
718-554-8598. Etana's in the building. She has some new music. Speak to us about the new project. Let's talk about the new project.
My first project produced by myself.
Wow. Entirely.
Spending my own money to produce my own songs. Owning my own project. Owning my own songs. The first time in 10 years.
Wow. And what made you decide that this is it now? This is the time for me to own my own thing. This is the time I want to do this.
Because when you realize that for the rest of your life, you will always be receiving a statement that says 0, knowing that you actually made money, that kind of hurts after a while. And you kind of like say, well, there is more where that came from. But this time it's not going to be yours. It's going to be mine.
How long did it take you to put the album together?
About 3 months.
3 months.
3 months.
strong vocals, strong work, a lot of late nights.
Yeah.
Are you touring and performing some of the music on the album now?
Some of the music, yeah. But not on every show because, like I said, this tour is specifically for promoting the albums. I promote like 1 or 2 songs off the album. And then in July, when I'm doing my tour throughout the U.S., which means every show back-to-back, every night, 2 hours, then I'll do a lot more of the songs off the album.
So you're doing this, this multiple city tour, which finishes when?
April 1st.
April 1st. Then you got May, then you take a rest for May and June, and then you go back out on July on your own thing?
I have spot dates in May and June, and then I go back on the road again in
So you're
July,
working.
all the way to August.
You're working.
So for 2 months, I'll be going in the UK, in Europe, back to the US. And, it's a lot of work.
Are you predominantly the only female out there right now, under the reggae banner I know that you're not the only one in the industry, but that's breaking so many barriers now.
Yes. The only. And that is not a joke.
And you're traveling with a band, correct?
Yes. A full band. 8 people from Jamaica.
Wow. 718-554-8598. Let's get into the new music. Of course, Etana's in the building. I think that she gave you guys a good explanation on some of the things that has been a little bit controversial. We can't speak about all of them because we got to just leave some of them to your imagination.
I just got Etana show, book her up and say, Etana, why this and that?
Yeah, I'm back on board. On board.
And I'll tell you.
Back on board.
Yeah.
I did say that I loved Etana's music, but I wasn't a fan after that Trump thing. But now that you cleared up the Trump thing, I'm back on board.
Right.
I'm back on board.
I can't even take it personal, Jano.
Yeah.
I don't ever take anything personal.
That's
you know?
good.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm back on board. I'm back on board.
You just got, it's like you just got to do what you got to do in this industry. And to me, I always say this, and I will continue to say this. Don't matter how you screw up in this industry, one thing has remained factual to me based, over my professional life, right? One song erases everything. That's it.
You always say that, Jim.
Yes. It's because I've seen it happen so much.
Right.
You can do the worst things in our culture.
Right.
You can go to jail for the worst things. You can commit you can do bad things to people in the music industry. And everybody, you're the headlines of the paper and everybody hates you. You see the minute that bad song that drop or the bad album drop, everybody who said nay is now saying yeah, and everything that came before it is gone. That's just my assumption. And those of you, you guys can say no, Chin, and I saw it go, but I have a lot of examples to prove it.
No, it goes that way. It sure does.
I mean,
sure does.
I have a lot of examples to prove it.
I would say it goes that way if it's a particular artist. If it's an artist that nobody really too care about, no matter where him now.
Yeah, but if he make a hit, him good.
Yeah, I've seen some artists bubbling and then do some horrible things and then drop a big tune and became bigger after the fact.
Yes, it's just what it is.
Yeah.
So every time I talk to Etana, we have these little powwows. I'm like, yo, Etana, you probably shouldn't have said that, but here's how you fix it.
Yeah.
Get back in the studio and drop another song.
Yeah.
And once that song counts, everybody would be like, yo, me love that song, but the girl with the top about Trump, but me love that song still, And
then the day.
No, I mean, some have people will walk up to me like in a venue like a couple nights ago. I had this guy walk up to me and him say, yo, you still need to talk about that Trump something, some of the vex, but you take it back still everything good. I said, no, I never take it back. I explained exactly what happened. So him said, no man, you take it back. At the end of the story, I don't want to hear nothing else. You take it back, and that good for me. And him just hugged me up, and that was it. And he was like, so can I go buy you a drink? I'm like, no.
I mean, there's a reason why you title yourself a strong one, because you've been through a lot, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you give yourself that name after everything you've been through, the hardship, the rough time, you still stand strong.
Exactly.
I gotta ask you this before we move on to the album and answer me from the bottom of your heart, from your gut. Are you still, or are you now a supporter of Trump? How do you feel about Donald Trump in these days?
All right. Some people say he's doing good. Some people say I'm doing bad. But you know what I know? Anything that could cause so much hate and misery and stress just need to be out and done with. And we just need to get back to
stress free. Well, I don't know. Well, less stress.
No.
I don't know if we can get
But when it comes to
stress-free.
politics, I don't think any artist should comment. I shouldn't have commented on him in the first place, and especially the fact that I did not know. But I'm saying anything that brings this much misery just needs to be done with, and maybe we can find someone that everybody can agree on, and then we can all work together in making it better than it is right now.
So you
Do you get what I'm saying?
Love that answer.
Yeah. So basically, in so many words,
So I'm not picking any sides. I'm just saying anything that causes misery.
Yeah, you're
it
supporting
just can't work.
some more harmony.
I'm
and more
supporting
peace.
unity,
Yes.
togetherness, and making it work for the better of for everybody.
Etana's
Poor,
in the
middle
studio.
class, and rich. Everybody.
New album drop. What's the name of the album, Etana?
Reggae Forever.
Reggae Forever.
Hey, you know, so you're the only one who ever asked that question.
Wow.
No, but it's true though. Like I'm tired of the stress and the fighting with everybody, and the going back and forth.
But we just figured out how to fix that.
But you know how?
We didn't just the hit album.
We just
fix it.
No, not for me. No, me I talk for the people. I'm on a whole in America and across the world.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about everybody. Like I want to see a place where you remember how even when Obama was there, we loved him. I would knock pan together. I would cry when he won everything. We all loved him, but at the end of the day, we still couldn't get it right. Right. So I don't know. I'm wanting like everybody else to see a moment where everybody could be on the same page, and that's just making the country.
I got an idea.
The way it should be.
I got a good idea.
What's the idea?
Put it in a song.
True that.
Put it in a song.
True that.
You want to get a point across?
But I do have spread love. Spread love. Spread it all over the world. To every boy, every girl, yeah. Spread it all over the world.
Your voice is beautiful.
Yes,
Thank
Etana.
you.
Your voice is like
it's just every time we see your voice, it just never changes.
Makes
It's
you feel
just
good inside.
mellow and you know what I mean? Yeah.
Thank you.
You have that look of
Coming
vibe
from
there.
all you ninja,
You
thank
know.
you.
I know.
718-554-8599.
You're not nice.
And my famous question I usually ask the artist: have you been musically trained?
Don't make me feel guilty, all right? I haven't yet.
You haven't yet.
I'm getting there.
So this
Really?
is your natural raw talent.
And crazy enough, and I know that we need to talk
I know it's
about
a bad thing, okay? So I know,
I don't know if
people
it's
are
such a bad-
No, it's not a bad thing because if you wasn't musically trained and
amazing.
your
I'm
voice
not.
is like that,
Yeah.
we can imagine if it get trained when I see upon the opera them thing then I might
Maybe
not
I need
sing
to.
pan.
Because
I mean,
here is the crazy thing, and I think Ninja brought this up like last week. Remember we were talking about how everybody gets their start in the industry,
church
and we don't
and
see that
right.
stuff happening anymore, right?
Yeah.
Remember, Etana started out with Richie Spice as a backup singer.
I saw you swinging
Yeah.
your dress from side to
Yes,
side.
you remember?
I sing from side. I'm like, I said, is that Etana?
Oh my God.
Right? So it goes back to the time, people, when, the same conversation we were having for Reggae Month, that we need to be that industry again where an artist knows that somebody's talented and they need that break, so they allow that artist to come on board and tour with them, and they fuel off of each other until that artist can then walk on their own, and then that artist pick up another artist and blah 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 blah. And Etana's a true testimony of that. Started out with Richie Spice, you got all of that experience and stuff from Richie Spice, and then took it on the road and took yourself to where it is to go.
Exactly.
You just now need to bring somebody else on the road and let them go.
After this tour, like last year, of course, come play some music. What do you mean?
I could swing a tall skirt.
Now, Etana's in the building. Let's squeeze one song, Ninja, because we gotta go to Call Carrying and come back to Etana. Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. Etana, what song would you like us to play off of the brand new album?
God, I can choose so much. All right. You can play Jalove, or you can play 6 minutes and 21 seconds. One is a dancehall, one is a reggae vibe.
I go Jalove.
You go Jalove?
I go Jalove. We love Ja.
All right.
Yeah.
Jalove.
Etana, sometimes I look at the numbers now, and I know on the Billboard you're like, wow, crazy. That's number one. Only 100 copies.
Exactly.
Like, for real?
Yeah, true.
And that's what we're happy about? That's what you're good with?
You know what? That's why I'm saying that for me, like my joy in music is being able to tour and see all these people come out to each venue of course, buying the music and buying the music in any way. I mean, buying whatever they feel like at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, I'm not force nobody for buying nothing still. But when people come out to the venues in such numbers supporting reggae music, I think it's just the wickedest thing. That is my joy. And enough people will say, "Oh, but you were on number one, and now you need to get a Grammy." But as I said, my biggest joy is to have a fan base. Meaning that as long as I'm in music and I want to put out a song and I want to sing, there will always be an audience for me to sing to.
Because you have the fan base, you develop the fan base, and it's different from someone who just maybe has a couple of hit songs, but the fan base, the development of the fan base is not there.
Yeah, because the difference is, all right, somebody can put out a big tune today and then popular today, and they do like a lot of shows and they make a lot of money today.
Right.
But 5 years from now, that song will be an old song, and unless them turn out a couple more new songs, where are they gonna go?
How protective are you of your space? Like,
when?
No, I mean, when I say your space, I mean the space that you hold in the industry as one of the upper class women in the industry as far as touring with reggae and so forth. Like, do you ever think, because I think like that, I'm really, really competitive, like, okay, I don't want anybody to get too close to my space, so I have to come up with something else to go, one up them and keep being ahead of the industry that I represent. Are you like that as well?
I don't think about it, to be honest.
You just do your thing.
Yeah, because I feel like just like how enough people listen to sound chat radio. Some people might like when Ninja play, some people might like when Chin play, some people might like when Treasure play. But the point is, they're listening to sound chat radio. One person can do reggae now. As if one person do it. I mean, it's like there is no, even if you say that I have enough attention if I'm one person.
That makes sense.
So it has to be
collective effort.
Yeah, it has to be that there is a group of people with a group of music, and you're a part of that group that a group of people follow.
Right.
Because if you alone, I don't know, it's like you alone in that island.
718-554-8598. Now, speaking of Etana on tour, and let me plug this one because it's actually my sister's show. Or my sister's husband's show, I should say, right? Reggae for Cure. Going to be taking place on March 17th.
Oh, I'm going to be on that show.
Yeah.
In West Palm Beach.
So you're going to meet my sister.
Etana, that's right.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. That's why you read the flyer. On the show.
She's gonna come up to you and she's gonna say, "Hey, I'm Chin's sister." And
wow.
And then,
cool.
I make sure you talk good things about Chin, you know.
I don't have nothing bad to say about Chin.
You know what I'm talking about? Oh, Chin.
So it's Reggae for Cure. That's going to be taking place on Saturday, March 17th.
Yeah.
Chin is strict.
Etana.
Chin is feisty.
Is that Wellington, Florida, right? Wellington, Florida, something like that. Wellington, Florida. So that's going to be crazy. And again, Etana, when you see my sister, you can just say hi for me. You know what I mean?
It's Reggae for Cure. It's
Reggae for Cure.
Like a
cancer and stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, that's good.
Right.
Yeah, it's a charity event.
That's good.
So I'm ready for it though.
Yeah, Junior Black's show. Yeah,
okay. Make sure you sing good enough, cause the man that make sure.
Oh, I'm taking the band. I'm taking the whole band.
Oh,
the whole band is
the whole band will be on the show.
That's going to be so crazy.
It's I know it's a charity event, right? But at the same time, it's what I do.
You want to be on your best.
You have to go hard.
Always, because you never know who is in the audience. And one of my biggest fans might just be there, and I want to be my best for that one fan.
You want to go full on joy.
Oh no, because them know the things.
So Reggae for Cure, people, is going to be taking place in Wellington, Florida, and that's going to be Saturday, March 17th. Now listen, I'm going to do something with Etana that has never been done on radio before. Right?
What's that?
I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to take a break and I'm going to go to Call Kerry, and then I'm going to do something with Etana that has just never been done on radio before. And she's going to love it, and you guys are going to love it too. And the reason why I can do it is because I'm me and you're you.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm not afraid. No, I'm not afraid. No. If them a come, let them come. I'm protected by the Most High One. They don't mind when you fall behind and can't pay your bills on time. Prostituting and standing in a them government line. No, they don't mind when you waste your time coming up with some fool rhyme.
influencing the youth, them for snort a line or take a lie. They don't mind when you're locked up in jail, can't get no bail, sentence for life. Can't see the youth them strive, they don't mind. But I'm not afraid. No.
Etana, the strong one, is in the building, people, and she is touring.
I was just testing out my vocals. I'm ready.
I thought you was gonna back
I'm
her
ready.
up.
I'm ready.
I thought you was gonna back her
I'm
up.
ready.
Way back.
Listen, if you know you're the
Way back. Way
ready.
back.
If you know you're the keen about a giant that thing
I
there,
sound like a Tana in the shower.
because
Yeah.
enough for the one
You know,
sing and they
ready.
can't sing, you know.
When the acoustics start bounce off the tile walls.
Oh, it sounds great.
Here's the craziest thing, right? Here's the craziest thing, and of course, big up to all people who are tuned in, right? Of course, there's a lot of stuff to still talk about in limited amount of time. One thing I want to remind you guys about, though, is the Premier League clash. That's going to be taking place in Amazura.
March 24th.
March 24th. That is going to be crazy. It's King Addies. It is
Northern Lights
and
Yard
Yardbeat,
Beat.
right? Premier clash is going to be a Zuva-wooski. If you're not in the building, you're going to miss out. And guess what? There's not going to be no streaming. Oh, more I'm going to fire up on the streaming, but we'll do that on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
But, there's not going to be no streaming, so you got to just be in the building to see what's going on, right? Drew's betting on Yardbeat. I'm with Northern Lights because, Drew's betting on King Addies. How could I make a mistake like
come
that?
on, man.
Drew is betting on King Addies,
Come on.
right? I am with Northern Lights
And
because
I'm with
they're
Yardbeat.
the Rumble champions. Euro Rumble champions. And True Ninja thinks he's Japanese. He's
And
going with
Chihuahua.
Yardbeat,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
So I get the decision breaker?
And you're the decision
I'm
breaker.
with you, Chin.
You're
Northern
with me,
Lights.
Northern Lights.
Yes.
Drew.
Italian shoes,
We can't take the boat to them,
Italian
you know.
shoes.
Brother.
We can't take the boat to
A
them.
wagon is
Yeah.
No,
And-
not a wagonist. No, you know why? First of all, Michelle plays on Northern Lights. I'm always going to jump
With the
on
women
board.
power.
Yes,
Woman
I'm all
power.
about the women power. So, of course, I'm going to back the female.
And
And
worry.
Etana's going to be doing dub plates
Yo,
for the
Michelle,
class.
Michelle, I get some beat the night they see.
Michelle, the female selector, plays on Northern Lights.
Michelle
are
is
the
not
queen
Yeah.
of the concrete jungle. Lying on the scene is dangerous, boy.
Tyler, that's how you're not getting no far with the night.
Phone lines are blazing, and I promised you guys. I promised you guys that I was going to do something that you've never, ever heard
Yeah.
Etana do before.
Yeah.
Right? And I can do it, of course, because I'm me.
Chin, you're going to make me and Etana sing together finally?
Yo, Etana.
Oh, man.
Let me tell you this really
I'm
quick thing.
excited.
No, let me tell you this really
I'm
quick thing, right?
excited.
Before we run out of time.
My
right?
debut.
When I first met Ninja and that tall gentleman out there with the bald head right there, they thought they were singers. Right? So anytime Ninja teases you, you can start to tell him about his singing career. And they used to make dub plates.
Serious, Chin? You serious about that?
I'm dead serious.
Ninja, me need a tune.
Ninja-
I love some tune.
360 needs
So the
some
big
tunes.
bad ninja.
Yeah.
You have to go do a song for me then.
No more collabo, you know what I mean?
All right.
But please
Yeah,
don't
man.
sing. Don't sing the way you've been. No.
But if you have never gotten a chance to see an Etana show, and I've seen plenty of them,
Yes,
right?
beautiful, man.
It is definitely wicked to see Etana in concert, right? And right now, I'm going to give you guys a little taste of Etana in concert, right?
Yeah.
She has a backup singer that's absolutely phenomenal, Clive, right? And they've been touring. You guys been touring forever.
Yeah, 10 and some years.
Touring forever, right?
10
And
and
when
some.
both of them touch the stage and they do what they do, you just want to be at the next Etana show. So I think this is appropriate because she's touring now.
We not really call Clive the backup singer. Because we know that so long, we call him the right-hand singer.
The right hand singer.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
because, yeah,
Yes, Ninja. Yes.
I've been singing together for so long. So
He's advanced from the back.
Yeah.
Now he's at the
right-hand singer.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. I want you guys to sing a song a cappella because, we don't have the tracks. I
Yeah.
want you to do an a cappella song of one of those songs that you guys go back and forth with on stage.
All right.
All right, Clive, you up to that?
Yeah, ready.
Clive is in the studio, man. And
Back up from the mic and that's
yeah, Etana, let me see if I can lower the mic for you because I know you're about 3 feet tall.
Oh, wow. Wow.
All right, so I'm short, Chuck. Oh, well.
But listen, never done before on any radio station at all, right? And this is definitely those of you. The concert list is far and wide, right? So you have no excuse to go to one of these shows. It's about 40 of them, right? Tad's Records is distributing the new album, right? Reggae Forever. And here is just a taste of what you guys will get when you spend your money to go out and see Etana. Etana, you acting shy. Come on, you do this every night.
Yo, Messiah, you put me up on a big stage, but good. Put me in that small one, I'm like,
Yeah, man.
Ready up.
All right.
Cause when a man love a woman and a woman love a man, a Jaja blessing.
And I tell you, baby, I love you. You love me, it's a blessing.
Cause when a boy love a girl and a girl love a boy, Jaja blessing.
And I tell you, baby, I love you. You love me, it's a blessing. Well, it is a must.
Loving you, my dear, is my life priority. Just best to meet your smile, I love your
Simplicity.
I'm dreaming of tomorrow for me and you. I'll make you my reality, girl.
I won't be the woman to satisfy your need. You can count on me to think and then supported you through everything, yeah.
Cause when a man love a woman and a woman love a man, a Jaja blessing.
And I tell you, baby, I love you. You love me, it's a blessing.
Cause when a boy love a girl and a girl love a boy, Jaja blessing.
And I tell you, Clyde, I love you. You love me, it's a blessing.
Clive, hear me say Clive. I tell you.
I knew it was coming.
Make sure say, you see that spot they hold to the right hand, well I'm pan it tight because my next in line. You understand?
Yo.
No, yeah, that's why you know. You understand?
It's a gridlock.
You understand? But yo, Tana, man, your voice is like...
And people, she's so far away from the mic.
The range you have.
I had to.
The range you have that it like... I saw you, last time I saw you perform was SOBs. The last time I saw you perform was SOBs. It's been a while now.
It's a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but your range and your voice still the same way. Like, the tone, like, I can listen to your music, I can hear the same range in your music and the same range in person.
Give thanks.
So, yeah, go on.
And I know that's one of the highlights of the show, right? When you guys go back and forth with that.
And the people go back and forth too. Like we make we do our little competition, right, with each state. So from state to state, we see if the woman and them outdo the man or the man them outdo the woman them.
In singing.
And sometimes the men outdo the ladies. Sometimes the ladies outdo the men. And it's a thing, like, you know the ladies have to try come up sometime if the man them are going through, but them have to catch them or just beat them, you know. So we do a little thing and it works.
Listen, man,
we get all excited.
Reggae at its best, people. Mm-hmm. She is a soldier of the music. She's out there representing the music, despite all the controversy, despite all the media. When all the smoke clears, Etana's out there doing the work. You know what I mean? She's speaking of, maybe about 30, 40 cities, taking a break and then going to Europe and UK, and then back on the road to promote
US again.
The Clive,
in July and August.
You don't get to go home much, do you?
Nah.
That sucks, don't it?
That's a like.
I mean, you've been around so long, you're used to it now.
But you're used to it.
Yeah, used to the money.
Do you hear
Good
how
answer.
this BB talk?
Good
This is a backup
answer.
singer. Do you hear him
Good
talk?
answer, brother. Because here why now. You say if your wife, everybody will listen to you, you're talking about Yeah, I understand. Good answer.
Woo! Oh my God, Clive, really?
What?
Yeah, very rich.
What about me? What about me, Clive? What about hanging around me?
They're in a long enough
But
time.
Clive.
Sharing a good vibe.
Clive, Etana's not in the room now, right?
Right.
Is she still miserable on tour?
Yeah.
Still miserable?
way?
Nah,
It's
she is.
Etana. It's still Etana.
Shano. Etana, one more time.
You couldn't save me.
What is the name of your album again coming out?
It's called Reggae Forever.
And release what date?
March 8th.
Which is what day?
International Women's Day.
And it's going to be distributed by Tad's Records.
By Tad's
Are you
Records.
going to have it on the road with you while you're going around?
I have it. Yes, I do
So,
have it now.
that means
people already started to order online, which is out for pre-order now.
Right.
You can order online.
That means that any show Etana have in your town, your city, your country, just go out there.
I'll have the physical album
support,
that I can
buy the
autograph.
album. So Etana, big up yourself, sign it and boom, my man.
If people go to one of your shows, March 8th is right around the corner.
Right. So
Right,
when
this
on
weekend.
March 8th, moving forward, when they come to the venue,
Right.
they can get the new album autographed and whatever else, them T-shirts, whatever.
Nice.
Where's your next stop?
Rhode Island. No, actually, no. No, man, New York, Manhattan.
Oh, you're going to be in Manhattan?
Tomorrow.
Yes, something ballroom. What's the name of the place?
This
Highline? Highline Bar.
So you know when you have too much dating, remember the dating. Because the artists them we have 1 and 2 dates. They know when they perform.
What are they doing? Walk and thing.
So, all right, where's the around Highline Ballroom?
Highline Ballroom tomorrow.
No.
On the 8th.
On the
right?
8th. That's this Friday, right? This Friday?
Tomorrow we're in Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
Come the road.
Yeah, come the road.
You know the date them. You know the date them. The next stop is where?
The people. This gentleman standing in front of me is probably one of the hardest working road managers in the industry. Right. Lerone is like up and down, and he's been around. Yeah, and he's been around
you
forever.
See, I love to hang. Let me tell you something. Me's a loyalist. I hang with the people, and I stick with the people who's been working with me from the beginning. We have fights, we have disagreements, but at the end of the day,
got a chemistry together.
We're like family. So we work it out.
It's the roadie of all roadies. So, Lerone, tell us where you guys are going to be, since I guess that's your part. There's a microphone there.
All right.
But Lerone, you're 3.5 feet. So pull it out.
Come on.
All right, Jim. Big up. All right.
And you're 3.5. All right.
So tomorrow we're in Rhode Island. That's Pawtucket, Rhode Island. We move from there. We in the city. On the
Manhattan.
8th. Manhattan. That's Highline Ballroom on the 8th. Move to Toad's Place. That's Friday. Saturday we in Philly.
Toad's Place is in
New Haven, Connecticut.
Connecticut, yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. So Saturday we in Philly. Sunday we in DC. North Carolina. We're going south, We're
going south.
Touring.
So Lerone, Etana's not in the room. Is she still miserable on tour?
Clive, answer already.
Man.
But guess what, go on.
Oh my God.
It worked. It's all right.
Listen, people. Etana, good luck with the album. You know that we always support your things here, and definitely, what you're doing in blazing the trail for women in reggae is phenomenal. These tour dates that you're telling us about, and the fact that you can, it's almost like you're touring from now straight to the summer, continuously. And that's definitely a great thing. You're keeping the people who've been there from day one still busy, still doing what you're doing, and you're doing it with a band, and you're doing it your way. And again, gotta commend you for that.
Yeah, man, perfectly. Oh, you gave me a clap. Thank you.
Yeah.
Chin in the easy.
Yeah, so the phone lines are blazing, but of course we only got like 3 minutes, people, and I know we have to close out. Etana, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks to everybody for listening. You don't know one perfect love.
Thank you for making your only free day on the tour. Spending it here with us. Yeah.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't bring us lunch or anything, but we're okay with that. You know what I mean?
That's an NJ wants somebody eat
You know something?
Come on,
I bet you one day I'm going to shock you. Watch me, yo. You see like when you run off your mouth? Watch me, yo.
Come on, Etana, they give you $5,000 worth of our lunch.
We're not cooking in women's history. We're not cooking this month, right? Etana, we're not cooking this month.
We're not cook for the whole month.
Yeah, we're not cooking this month. We're not cooking this month.
For the whole month.
Did you hear what Ninja just said? Ninja said, you got $5,000. Where's our lunch?
Right, so you got to buy us so when I get lunch for the whole month.
Ah,
yeah.
Man.
You know what?
Say something, Ninja. Say something.
Go with this whole cook for a month thing.
Yeah.
So those of you,
man of the yard, please don't start.
Definitely thank you guys for the support. It's the international show on your radio. And again, we try to do interesting things and have interesting conversations so you guys can enjoy it. Again, clap it up for Etana. She's going to be, around and about. So anywhere you guys see a show, or you guys can probably go on Google and Google. What's the name of the tour that you're on?
LOE, Love Over Everything.
Love Over Everything tour, and you guys can see the dates. And Jay Boogs is also on the tour, and Jesse Royal's on the tour as well. So definitely a very, very strong tour. Phone lines are blazing, and that's how we love to end the show. We love to end the show with the phone lines blazing. Thank you guys so much for joining us all around the world. Until we meet again.
Ring the alarm.